Steer right.
Oh, look, we're back to the Cubs. They pulled off a nice walk-off dub. Your boy Mike Tauchman crushing it for Chicago. Cubs dominating the crosstown rivalry. But earlier in the game, loudmouth, excessive, always, just yelling at people, Nico Hoerner. I'm so sarcastic. Nico Hoerner is just trouble, okay? Gets ejected because he was just giving it to the ump. He's flailing all around. He picks up home plate, tosses it.
Do we have the video?
It was a pitch right down the middle. Everything I'm saying is just take the opposite of it. It was a
lie.
bad call. Nico is one of like the most mature, appropriate, quiet.
He's an angel.
He is an
angel. He is a
He got
sweetheart of a
booted.
kid. I know.
You know him, right?
I do. I've trained with him a couple off seasons. Do we have the video of it to show people?
I think we do. Oh, we have. Okay, here. Let's run it.
Outside corner, and Nico very frustrated, and he's been ejected.
Who does he think he is? So he threw up the arms. I'm guessing that's why.
That's it?
I guarantee, because the umps, they're, especially once they get behind home plate, they are friendly, talkative at each base throughout the series. Once they get behind home plate, they are a different person, and they are thin-skinned, and they don't like to be shown up at all. No one does,
Sure.
but especially when they're behind home plate. That's why if you have your arms down behind you, something, and you could be saying something that you're not supposed to be saying, but people in the stands, you're not showing them up because they have no idea what you're saying. When the arms go up, now everybody's like, oh, look at him, he's showing him up. Granted, also take it into effect, this is a kid who says like 20 words a day. He is never in trouble. He's the nicest kid in the world. And also, it's like they factor in, hey, it was a close pitch on the outside. It's not like it was down the middle.
It missed.
It
missed.
But
But you, just for throwing, now we're at the, I'm trying to always find out the level. Just for throwing up your arms, like I see guys get pissed at themselves for, letting a heater go that they wanted to hit.
Each
right? Like
ump
you
has
can
a
make
different
that
level.
case like, I wanted to swing at that. I had to protect.
well, you're not going to stare straight back at him and go.
I
understand why he
know.
got, but
like, come on, it's too soft. It's too much.
they need to have thicker skin, and they need to realize there's a small chance you might have got it wrong. And they don't. They'll look at it later and then come back the next day, and they'll be like, "Hey, you know what, Kratzy, I missed that the other day." And you're like, "I don't care about your apology. Like, I want the call. Like this is how you kind of honestly feel. You're like, I don't want your apology. I want the right call when I'm at the plate." So, but they need to have a little bit thicker skin, because sometimes when they're back there, they have the quickest trigger and they don't want to hear a single word. And it's just like you can't even. I can't ask one question. I can't say one thing. You just screwed me in front of an entire stadium. I can't say one thing.
I think the arms up was a little much.
That's why. That's what it
a
was.
little much. I think it was a little much. And I'll be honest. This is like, I don't know what the clash of the Titans is. This is the clash of two incredibly nice guys.
Who was them?
Vic Carapazzo.
Yeah.
Vic and I came up through the minor leagues together. We were in extended together. He's a
good dude.
Clearwater, Tampa, Dunedin native. His father-in-law was Garcia, the umpire who called the Jeffrey Mayer over the fence catch for Jeter. Like, he's been umping for a long time, and he is so nice.
Yeah.
He's the father of 4 daughters. Like, this guy is like so nice. So it was like nice on nice. I bet neither one of those dudes cursed at each other. It was like, are you kidding me?
If he just didn't throw up the arms and said exactly what he said, he's still in the game.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
But again, even if he said, are you kidding me? Like, in the moment, everything's going, and are you kidding me? Like, it's I'm pointing it towards you and the demonstrative showing them up.
FT is headed to the MLB All-Star Game this year, and there's only one way you should be finding tickets for any ball game. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, so they have you covered for all of your baseball ticket needs.
I'm super pumped to hit the Futures game this year. That new skills competition looks electric.
I agree, Kratz. It's like the Olympics for baseball. Cannot wait to see that. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. Baseball season's in full swing, and you don't want to miss out. SeatGeek has your tickets to every game and, of course, concerts, festivals, and more.
Every ticket's backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps.
And Kratz, FT came through for the people. Use our code FOUL for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code FOUL. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app, please. We need to rewrite the rules, though. That's too much.
Like I went rewriting people's opinions.
I went to an NBA playoff game this year. I hadn't been in a minute, and I see that every 5 minutes. And some people may be like, I don't want that, right? But endless times, and it's tough to call plays like that or call fouls, right? And you're a ref. You see a call or a missed call, and the player is like, what? Right? Endless times, like 20 times a game, they like do this. Like, where's the call?
Because you don't know what happened during the at-bat either. Because there's a lot of times I'm having a conversation during the at-bat where it might be right on the black, and I'm like, is that as far as it goes?
As far as it goes?
And they're like, yep. And then it'll be just a ball out from that, and they call a strike, and I'm like, I thought you said that's as far as it goes. And you're like, what the hell is that about? And that's where you start getting frustrated. The inconsistency. I'm not saying it's not a tough job that umpires have.
Right.
That ball, especially now, is moving a lot faster. They have a hard time. We get that. I want them to understand that they're not going to get every call right.
Can't throw them out.
Can't throw them out there?
I agree. You can't throw them out. But
can't raise your arms,
you
but
can't
also
raise
can't
your
throw
arms. So
throw them out there.
Yeah, it's like
if it's a guy you're constantly that's doing that, like if it's I'm thinking of a player where it's like a Draymond Green of a baseball where it's like, okay, I have a quick leash with him or quick trigger.
Jed Lowry.
It's
Jed Lowry.
Nico
Every
Hoerner
pitch.
is not the guy.
Oh, how is that, Jed? It's like, why are you complaining, Jed? Every pitch is a ball.
Nico probably started with, sir. Excuse me, sir. Can I say something real quick to you? And like,
sir, why did you miss it?
Yeah.
What did you call me?
May I please ask you one question?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I've seen worse that doesn't get booted, and it just sucks to lose the player in a series like this. I get it. It's Cubs White Sox, but it's Cubs White Sox.
Yeah.
Hands down, a big game.
Hands down, walking towards him and then slowly past him and slowly. If you like curve the route towards the dugout, you can say so much worse. But if you stand and talk to him and then show him up in any way, they just don't want that. It's the physical side of being shown up.
A catcher turning around and saying, "You sucked," is different than "you sucked."
Yeah,
or
100%.
Or come on, we need that pitch. You turn around and you go, "We need that pitch."
Yeah,
way different. Exact same words. That you're even taught that as a catcher. Like, keep your head down. Don't let anybody know you're talking to me, and we'll talk all game.
Yeah.
Eric Kratz here from FT. I'm a former athlete that really pays attention to his routine. And AG1 every morning before my workouts is something that gets my day going.
Hey, Braun here. AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrients and gut health support, and it's backed by multiple research studies so you can trust what you're putting in your body.
Unlike other products which only test their ingredients in isolation, AG1 tests their formula as a whole.
Ready for this stat? 97% of people in a research study felt more energy after 30 days of drinking AG1. If I had to recommend one product to support whole body health, it's AG1, and that's why FT is excited to have them as a new partner. Starting your journey with AG1 is a win. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/foul. That's drinkag1.com/FOUL. Go check it out, FT fam. We have something from the Angels and Padres. Go ahead, Kratz. I don't know this one. I didn't see this yet.
Jackson Merrill. You go to the call on the field.
What's the situation?
Oh,
did he tag him?
That's okay. I was like, "What's the?"
I'm like, yeah. What am I looking at?
Did he tag it? So,
did he tag him before he reached the base? Right. So Jackson Merrill's busting it down the line. I can't see because my eyes are.
This is the one he was originally called safe, and then they got together and
they overturned
it to call out on the field before it was even reviewed. And that's a big thing because a lot of times when they can't tell, it's whatever was called on the field. So I guarantee if they kept the safe call and then reviewed it, he would have stayed safe, but they ended up changing it to out.
So
then they reviewed it, and it stays as an out.
Right. Because if they can't determine on video, it's whatever was put on the field.
So it was a very big deal once they got together and overturned it before the review.
Right.
And I don't know what the ruling is on that. Like, do you ask, hey, can you guys get together? Did they ask, like, hey, I got blocked out? Because the umpire that's calling that play is staying behind the first baseman as he's flipping it. He can't see that. He sees him safe. He doesn't see the glove coming here because the first baseman, the lion, is in the way.
I don't have a problem with them overturning it. My problem is New York. My problem is the review. This is why we have cameras. We should have the technology to get it right, to do a side-by-side angle of when and if he's safe or out. That's why we have review.
You're saying they need more review? Or they just
no,
need to
like,
get it right?
No, my problem is that even when we were playing, it's like, how many times were you sure that they're showing it up on the big screen at the stadium, and you're like, okay, he's out. We got him. They come back like safe, and you're like, what the hell are they looking at in New York? Why do we have them here?
My thing is, and we talked about it with Mike Petriello, all the tech that we have.
Mm-hmm.
There is 12 high-tech Hawkeye cameras at every stadium that can tell if a guy's finger placement behind the ball, these are the Edgertronic cameras, finger placement is a little bit off. But we can't tell if a glove is made contact with a pant leg with the ball in it or not in it before it touches first base. I'm calling, as the kids say, cap. I'm calling cap. They're not willing to go that deep into it because they feel like they want to keep the human element into it. But this biometric stuff,
that's so frustrating.
They have so much biometric information that you can't tell me they don't have some type of, oh, hey, it was this or this or this.
But don't you think if they had that, they would use it?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I saw the Hawkeye system for fair and foul balls, the same exact system that they used in tennis. They showed it to us. This might have been like 2012.
Whether the ball lands in or not.
Whether it lands in or not.
Okay.
And you see a hard shot in tennis, and the line is here, and the ball looks like it hit this much ground because it's detecting any movement. So the ball isn't just like a little spot.
It's like a little oval.
It's a line.
Yeah.
On grass, it was like it detected like a foot-long swath that you would have been like, I see that, that's foul. Hawkeye on the same ball, or whatever the system is, I shouldn't say Hawkeye for that. The same system that they use for tennis, it was this long. And they were like, we can't use that because grass is giving off I don't know if it's the wind. They didn't explain it to us, but
what about a tag play? Like
that's what I don't know. Yeah. That's why I don't know what kind of system. I just know it's incredible technology.
Tennis has Wimbledon grass.
Okay, that's like dirt grass. Like, that's not long grass. It's not even turf.
I don't know. I just
had to get frustrating. It's New York. The reviews frustrate the hell out of me.
But we know now who was in New York. The umpiring crew that was in New York, right?
Do we?
No, we never do.
I was going to say, because
they list it usually, right?
Who's in New York?
Yeah.
Oh,
sometimes they do.
I don't know.
I would love to know.
I would ask a bunch. I would get pissed off, and I'm like, tell me who's in New York.
right.
They're like,
who is this guy?
Tell me who's
Give
in
me his
New York.
number.
Yeah.
His bank account number, the whole deal.
Because I will wait till the next series we have them.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.